I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Tori, June Sports, Joe Mayer Jr. in the building. Steve-O Baby, Ishtal Coop, what's going on? Wicked Scorpion was popping with you. Who else we got up in here? Monogamous Player in the building. Shout out to Frankie Shy, Corey 2S, Respect the Truth, Jay Walker, Duke Alex, Julian, what's going on? Damn Frank was popping. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What up? Shout outs to, who else we got up in here? Dr. Steele in the building. Courtney Mantis. What's going on? What's good with you? Who else we got up in here? Fit in Life Entertainment is up in here. Shout out to my dude Kobe Lean in the building. Just Living in the Matrix in the building. What's going on? Olafemi, what's popping, man? So today, guys, we're going to be talking about 5 major reasons why your girl will cheat on you. Okay, we're about to go in. We are about to go in, but before we go in, remember, guys, as always, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. That's where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you go get that right now on the Bad Boy membership. We have the program, 7 ways you'll consistently stay on a woman's mind. So, guys, make sure you guys check that out so you can step up your game. You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. You feel what I'm saying? So you can get the Masculine Identity Parfum, the soap, the shea butter, all of that good shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com and also make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com so you can get your online dating consultation. With myself in April, make sure you guys go do that. Get the online dating consultation. Step up your online dating game. If you guys are struggling with online dating, we help you with your pictures, your bio, the messages. We help you guys get dates, get hookups, get all the stuff that you want to get. Go to shoplocario.com to get that. Also, make sure you get the new program, Master the Vetting Process. You feel what I'm saying? Shoplocario.com. So that you can learn how to vet women in long-term relationships or casual relationships. So make sure you make that happen. Go to shoplocario.com. And I got all my other books, programs, audios on shoplocario.com. Just go there, the one-stop shop for the Locario program so that you guys can step up your game. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership and get that going. And also leave a review. If you purchase something on Shop Locario, man, leave a review. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you do that so we can get that cracking also. And guys, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. All right, so let's jump into this, man. Let's jump into this because the game is going to be so heavy today, because this is something that a lot of guys got to understand when it comes to the game, is that, you know, women cheat. They cheat. So what you got to understand is that before we get into this, you got to understand that, you know, you cannot stop a woman from cheating. So this is not a show that's going to tell you, hey guys, here's 3 quick tips so that your girl will never cheat. That's not going to happen. Like, anybody telling you that is bullshit. You cannot stop a woman from cheating. Now, I'll say this though, you can make it less likely that the girl's going to cheat on you, because what happens is there are certain things that you do that sort of drive your girl away from you quicker. There are certain things that you do that make a woman, you know, end up cheating easily. You understand what I'm saying? And that can be things that you're doing that's driving her away from you to another guy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to be talking about some of those things, about the major reasons why your girl will cheat, right? And understand that if your game is tight, right, it is less likely that she will. It's not a guarantee that she won't cheat, but I'm saying it's less likely that she will because your game is tight. Because this is the thing. What happens is that usually when a woman is with a guy who has tight game, she's going to say, shit, I could fuck with this other guy over here. But if I fuck with this other guy over here and my boyfriend finds out, or my husband finds out, or whatever it is, then he may, you know, dump me, divorce me, or whatever it is like that. So now she's like, shit, if he divorces me or dumps me or whatever, then I'm going to be out here with these knuckleheads. Like, you know, this guy is the most on point, best guy that I could ever dream of getting. So I'm not going to fuck that up for, you know, some 7 minutes of sex with this other dude. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is that it's easy for a woman to cheat on you if she already sees you as a loser. You understand? So understand, women will get into long-term relationships with you, even if she sees you as a loser. You understand what I'm saying? But what you got to understand is that if she sees you as a loser, then it is going to be easier for her to cheat on you. You understand? Because she's going to think the other guy is more valuable than you. So if she loses you, she's like, fuck it. I'm not even that into this guy anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to also keep that in mind. Now, guys, you want to call up 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So now, let's get into this. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question at the end. All right. So first major sign, or first major reason, I should say, your girl would cheat on you is because you made her your girlfriend too quickly. Okay. You made her your girlfriend too quickly. So what happened? What does that mean? And this is why I tell you guys to make sure that you go to shoplocario.com to master the vetting process, how to succeed in casual long-term relationships, because you need to know how to vet women and make sure that you do not make a woman your girlfriend quickly. So you have guys out there, for example, they'll meet a girl. They think she's the hottest chick they've ever been with. They go out with her a few times and maybe they smash or whatever. So now they're all, you know, in love with this chick, right? Then what happens is that they end up wifing up this girl in a month and a half, 2 months. You understand what I'm saying? Or 3 months. And so what happens is that because he wifes her up quickly, right? She is looking at him as the type of guy who is not the best guy she could actually get, because this is usually what happens. This is usually what happens when guys wife up women quickly. Either the woman pressured him into wifing her up and he complied, which means he's weak, right? Or he's the one who was, you know, basically fiending and sort of pressuring her to be with him. You understand what I'm saying? Which also means he's weak because he's thirsty for a relationship. So either one of those two is showing that he's weak. So what happens is, even though she's in a relationship with him, right? She knows, even if it's just on a subconscious level, that this guy's fucking weak. And so therefore, when she's with him in that relationship, because he's a weak dude, then it's easier for her to want to stray to another guy who's stronger, who has more game, who's more on point. And also what happens is that because he gave her the relationship so early without her actually having to do anything, right? She doesn't really even respect the relationship because she didn't have to earn her way into the relationship. So because she didn't have to earn her way into the relationship, she doesn't see that much value in the relationship. So if she doesn't see that much value in the relationship, how easy would it be for her to cheat on him? Really easy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, what happens is you don't even realize that you are making it easy for your girl to cheat on you because you're making this woman your girl so soon. You understand? The girl has to earn her spot, because when she earns her spot, what happens is that she's actually put in some time, effort, and energy to get you to actually have her in your life seriously. And because she worked to make that happen, she doesn't easily want to fuck it up. And on top of that, she's only going to work that hard to make something happen with that guy if she sees that guy as valuable. And if she sees you as valuable, guess what? It's going to be harder for her to cheat. You see what I'm saying? See, guys, you don't understand how certain moves that you guys make, right, are the things that are going to make the woman see you a certain way, which is going to cause the woman to act a certain way. So in other words, you making the move of making her your girl quickly is going to make your girl see you as weak or lesser, which is going to make her act out by cheating on you with a guy who she sees as more. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how all of this is connected? Do you see why I tell you guys that you got to go get this program, Master the Vetting Process? See, y'all be thinking I just be talking this shit just to sell this shit to you. You understand? I want you guys to buy it, but understand that I'm selling it so hard because you need it that bad. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Y'all don't even realize that sometimes shit is happening and you don't even realize it's happening because you don't realize what the moves that you're making mean. You understand? You think, oh, this girl's so hot and, you know, she told me she wants to be my girl and I want to be her man because she's a baddie and she's like the one and all this other shit. And you fucking wife this girl up in a month. And then you realize, damn, she's kind of acting all funny style, or, you know, she's, you know, not returning my calls as quick as I expected before. And she's, you know, we ain't having sex as much as we used to, and this and this and that. And you didn't realize that this girl was never really into you like that, right? Or what happens is because you gave her the title of girlfriend quickly, this is the thing that made her not respect the title. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it goes. You feel what I mean? That is how it goes. So guys, you got to make sure that you are on point when it comes to this, or else you're going to be in these situations where you're making it easier for your girl to cheat. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let's move on to number 2, the second major reason why your girl will cheat on you. So the second major reason is you are not her first choice. You understand what I'm saying? You're not her first choice. You know what I mean? So what happens is that when you're not her first choice, then she's going to look at you as the second choice or the third choice or the fourth choice or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that when you're in these situations where you're dealing with women, where she's seeing you as the guy she settled for, right? Then what's going to happen is that she's going to say, well, wait a second, he's not the best. And so because he's not the best, then there is the best out there. You feel what I'm saying? And because there's better out there, then why the fuck am I just hanging out with this fool? Why don't I actually go get the best? Or she meets the best, you know, when she's out with her girlfriends. This is why a lot of you red pill niggas don't want your girls to have girls night or weekend trips and all this other shit, because you know that you are not her first choice. And you know that she's going to probably end up cheating on you with the guy she's actually attracted to. Guys, this is why I tell you guys, you got to be on point with your game so that you are the best choice. You understand? She looks at you as, damn, I can't even find a guy better than this dude. And so what happens is that when even if she's thinking about cheating, this is what gives her the hesitation. Now, again, doesn't mean she won't cheat. What I'm saying is that your girl should hesitate. You understand what I'm saying? The hesitation means that she's thinking about what she's going to lose by cheating on you. But if you are not her first choice, she's not going to hesitate. Why? Because her first choice is in front of her and it's not you. This is why you need to learn game. Because if you don't understand this game, what happens is that you're not even going to realize you are the guy she settled for. And then you're going to wife this girl up. You're going to get emotionally invested. And then it's going to be easier for her to cheat on you. And then you're going to be sitting in the corner crying. Then you're going to be upset at chicks. You're going to talk about modern women. And then you're going to go on the internet and look up some red pill nonsense. And you're going to have your red pill rage and all this other stupid shit. And then when guys like myself tell you need to step up your game, you're going to be like, no, Locario, this is bullshit. It's all about looks. And you got to have the money and the status and all. It's just going to go down that path. You see what I'm saying? And so what I'm trying to tell you guys is that you are making it easier for your girl to cheat on you, right? Because this thing, if you are her second choice, she's probably like, Locario, how do I know I'm her second choice? Easy. All you need to do is you need to see if this woman, right, is cooperating on a consistent basis with you. Because consistent cooperation equals high interest. See, what some of you guys do is that you're dealing with a woman who is, dealing with you on her terms, not your terms. So you told her you wanted to smash. See, she said you should wait. Then you waited. You wanted her to come by your place. She said, I don't feel comfortable coming by your place now. We should go out again to a bar, restaurant, get some ice cream and get to know each other more. So you said, cool. And you did that with her. Right? This chick is telling you that you got to wait 90 days for sex to happen, and you agreed. So whenever the girl is the one making the rules, telling you what to do, being resistant towards you, you're not her first choice. The first choice is you tell her what you want and she complies. That's how it works. And not only does she comply, she complies consistently. Consistency is the key, because the girl can comply today and then tomorrow she'll be on some bullshit. That is not high interest. That means you are not her first choice. Her first choice is yes, 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 yes. Let me explain this. Usually what happens is, this is the easiest way you're a woman's first choice. You're a woman's first choice when it seems like the woman you're dealing with and talking to doesn't even understand the word no. She don't even know what the fuck that no. I don't even know what is no. All I know is yes when it comes to you. Yes, 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 yes. That's when you're the first choice. She never even heard no. She's like, what is this no you talk of? When it's you, it's just yes. You say you say that no is the opposite of yes. I had no idea. I just, when I see you, yes is just on my mind. Yes before you say anything. I want you that bad that yes to everything you will ever say ever. That's when a woman is seeing you as her first choice. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that a lot of you guys are dealing with women who love to say no to you. That's it. And guys, you want to call up, the call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your questions at the end. But guys, don't call in all late, because we're only going to be here for probably like an hour and change, hour and a half the most. So make sure you guys call in, as soon as possible. All right. So now let's move on to number 3. The third major reason why your girl will cheat on you is because you are arguing with her and acting emotional. You are arguing with this woman and acting emotional. You understand? Your girl's going to cheat on you. It's only a matter of time if she's not doing it already. See, you have a lot of guys out here who will argue with the girl, be all emotional, be all in their feelings, going back and forth with their chick, right? And what happens is that as soon as you do that, she doesn't see you as a man anymore. So now, because she doesn't see you as a man, guess what she has to do? She has to find a man, because the man that she thought she had doesn't exist. She's like, wait a second. She's like, where's Where's my man at? I can't see him. Where did he go? Like all I see is a bitch in front of me. Like, what are we talking about? Right? Because what happens is that a lot of you guys, you allow what women do and say to make you get in your feelings. So then you start responding and interacting with your girl based on how you feel. And then because you're doing that, she's looking at you like you're a bitch. And because she's looking at you like you're a bitch, she is getting less and less attracted to you. And because she's getting less and less attracted to you, that means that other guys are seeming more attractive to her. So guess what she's going to do? She's going to cheat. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to cheat. See, now the thing is this. If you guys knew how to do this thing, I don't know if I showed y'all this yet, but there's this program called Master the Vetting Process. I don't know. You might want to check it out. You might. But there's this program called Master the Vetting Process. And when it comes to vetting, what you do is that you are, interacting with a woman over an extended period of time. And part of the vetting process is to teach a woman how to be with you, right? And see, the thing is this. My question would be this. How are you arguing with a woman when a woman that argues with you should never be a girl? You see how that works? See, you wouldn't have to worry about arguing with your girlfriend if you say, I will never make a girl my girlfriend if she argues with me. You'd be like, but Locario, but what if she, starts arguing after she becomes my girlfriend, right? See, understand this is why you vet a woman for 12 to 18 months. See, if you're vetting a woman for 12 to 18 months and you are teaching her how to be with you, guess what? She is not going to be arguing with you and check this out. A woman can't be with you for 12 to 18 months consistently, right? And not argue with you. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, as soon as you make her your girl, now the arguments happen. That's not how it works. Now, the only way that would happen is if you were being inconsistent once she became your girl, right? But if you are the man that you say you are and you're being consistent, then everything that was happening within those 12 to 18 months of vetting would still be happening in the relationship with your woman. Now, it's one thing if you guys have a disagreement on something. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's one thing if you guys have a discussion about something. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are arguing with your girl and you are getting emotional with your chick, so check this out. Let's take it out of just the arguing aspect of it. Let's just talk about you being emotional, right? The other day we had a caller. Actually, the past 2 days he called up. And some of y'all might remember him. He was like, I was seeing this girl and, I was just overwhelmed at work and I just couldn't, I couldn't see her for a few weeks. And then I ignored her for some weeks because she was acting this way. So he was basically being emotional based on being in his feelings. And that is the thing that caused a rift in his situation. Right now, he said that they broke up and all this other stuff. But understand, if this guy would have continued to be with this woman, she would have cheated on him. Guaranteed. You understand? Guaranteed. And it's funny. So like back in the day, when I used to influence women to cheat on their men, don't do this. I'm just trying to use this as an example. But I used to influence women to cheat on their man. Like I would be fucking women while they're on the phone with their man. You know what I'm saying? And what I noticed was that when these women would be on the phone with their man, it was like they were arguing with their girlfriends. You understand what I'm saying? Now, see, I was a dumbass because I didn't realize this till after the fact. Sometimes I was like, damn, as I gotten older and I thought about it, I was like, these niggas were so emotional. Like if they found out that I was fucking a girl, motherfuckers would have probably came up to me and did some shit to me because they're so fucking emotional. But what happened was that I noticed this pattern of emotional ass motherfuckers, in these relationships. You understand? But understand, they were cheating on their man with me. Why? Because their fucking dudes was emotional as hell. You understand what I'm saying? They love arguing with their chick. So why would their girl want to be with them when they just argue and act like a bitch when they could be with a man who's not going to do all of that shit? You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude K Zag. He said, I'm looking like Calvin from Paid in Full. It's a fact. That's a fact. But this is what I'm saying. If guys, if you are super emotional when it comes to you dealing with women, right? And this could be just you being emotional, like complaining about your day. Oh, work just sucks so bad. My boss is such an asshole. I can't stand him. And your girl is looking at you like, she'll entertain it, but she's in the back of her head, she's like, this nigga's a bitch. So stop being emotional. Stop trying to confide in your girl and complain and do all this other shit. And on top of that, do not argue with your girl. She's going to cheat on you. Understand? See, the thing you gotta understand is that players like motherfuckers who know how to get into a woman's head, it's easy when that woman has a boyfriend or husband who's a bitch. It's so that's like the easiest shit, man. Listen, I told you I would be at spots and a girl will tell me, like she'd mention her boyfriend or some shit. And I would just say this one thing. I say, I'm interested. How does it feel to have like the perfect boyfriend? And as soon as I say that, oh, well, I wouldn't say he's perfect. Oh, really? So what are some things that, that you think he could improve on or that you don't like him? Well, sometimes I wish that he would do this and that. And, sometimes he doesn't have initiative. And I'm like, really, I agree with you. I think a man needs to have initiative and really, take life by the horns and really, do things that he wants to do and be consistent with that. Right. And she's like, yes, exactly. That's what I tell him all the time. And I'm like, I don't think it's fair that you should have to even tell him that. You know what I mean? And she's like, exactly. I was talking to my friend the other day. And she told me that too. And I was like, you know what? I see what you're saying because, when I was with my ex and I would tell her some shit about my ex and all this other stuff, but I would say the opposite. See, I'm telling y'all too much shit because I know some of y'all are going to try to do this shit. But anyway, so I would tell her about my ex and I would tell her the opposite shit that I would do, which is opposite to the bullshit her man does. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Gay. He said, I tell chicks all the time, anytime they complain about their man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I was dirty macking like a motherfucker. But this is what I'm saying. This is what will make your girl cheat on you. Because you're going to have a dude who's a savage come through and just say his shit and then get in her head. Because this is the thing. Understand this, right? I'll give you guys a key to knowing that a girl is thinking about cheating on her man. This is the key. Follow what I'm saying here. If a girl mentions she has a boyfriend, husband, or whatever, right? And you say something to down her man, in a sense, in the more slick you say it, the better. But let's say, like I said, I would say to the girl, how does it feel to have the perfect man? And she'd be like, oh, well, he's this and that. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's a good thing for a guy to do, right? Now, if I'm talking to her about her man, right? This is the easiest way to know that she's going to probably cheat or is looking to. If she does not defend her man, but agree with what you're saying about downing him, she's going to cheat on her man and most likely with you. You understand what I'm saying? So, because this is the thing, you know, the only answer that needs to come out of a woman's mouth when I say, how does it feel to have the perfect boyfriend? She should be like, oh, it feels amazing. Oh, he's the best. He's awesome. And I've actually had women say that every now and then. And you know what? When a woman said that, I leave it alone. I'll be like, hey, that nigga is on point. They got something good going. We good. You have a nice night. But as soon as I hear a woman complaining about her man, I'm like, oh, it's a fucking wrap. It's a wrap. It's over. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's over. I'm like, woman, I'm like, if you want me to fuck you, just say that. Like, why we playing these games here? You don't want your man. You don't listen. It's okay. It's okay. I might give you the D tonight. I might give it to you. We ain't got to go through all this. I already know. I already know how you feel based on how you responded to me saying something about your man. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. But I'm telling you, this is what's going to make a girl cheat on you. If you are the motherfucker who is bitching, moaning, complaining, arguing with your girl, being all emotional, right? That's going to make her see you as less. And when a real player comes around, he is going to fucking take advantage of that. That's all I'm telling you. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you. So that's number 3. So number 3 is that, you know, you're arguing with her and acting emotional. Now, number 4 actually goes with a little bit of what I was saying, you know, just now. So the 4th major reason why your girl will cheat is because she's meeting men who have more game than you. You understand? She's meeting men who have more game than you. I'm sorry to tell you guys, this is why I tell y'all motherfuckers, you need to step up your game. It's really that simple. Especially all you red pill niggas, because you remember, y'all are worried about her hypergamous nature. Oh, you don't listen. Y'all want to talk about her hypergamous nature? Let her be in a room with a nigga who got game. It's over for you, my guy. It's done. It's finished. It's finished. I know why you don't want your girls going on girls trips and being on Instagram. I know why. Because you know there were niggas who got more game than you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But see, the thing is that what happens is that when she's meeting these guys who have more game than you, right? This is what happens. This is why it's easy for her to cheat on you. Because when a woman meets a guy who has more game than you, guess what? Check this out. Come closer, class. I'm going to tell you. It makes you look worse. It makes you look way more unattractive. So remember, if your girl is settling for you already, then she meets other men with game, it makes you look even worse. You understand what I'm saying? Makes you look even worse. So this is why we stress. See, y'all niggas think, oh, I just gotta looks max better. Nigga, no, nigga. I gotta get my money up. No, listen, let me tell you something. You know what's gonna happen when you get your money up? You're going to get a girl who's going to take your money that you're going to give her, because you're going to give her your money. You're going to get a girl who's going to take your money and give it to a man who has more game. Do you know how guys with game get a lot of free shit from women? Because those women buy them shit with the money they got from the guy who doesn't have game, who got his money up. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how it goes. You're over here with your money up. You give it to the girl over here. You understand what I'm saying? You're giving it to the girl. And then the girl gives it to the guy she really likes. So imagine that's your girlfriend. You got your money up. Now you got your girlfriend, right? So now she meets a guy who has more game than you. You're giving her money. She's going to take that money, find out what the guy who has game likes, and buy him shit. That's how it works. So imagine getting cheated on, and the guy she's cheating on you with, she's buying him shit with your money. That's what I'm saying, man. This shit crazy. You getting cheated on, and your girl is using money you gave her to buy another nigga sneakers. That's wild. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If your woman meets a guy with more game than you, she's going to cheat. Guaranteed. She can't help herself. She can't help herself. You understand? Listen, Understand that it's just the natural order of things. It has to happen that way. She's gonna cheat. And it's funny, a lot of guys don't realize how easy it is for women to cheat. And the reason why women, it's harder for women to get caught, because a lot of guys, when they got with their girl, right? Their girl was running the show. You understand? And she's still running the show. The girl told him that he has to wait. The girl didn't have sex with him until the third, fourth, or fifth date. So now the guy thinks, well, wait a second, my woman wouldn't sleep with some dude. Like, when we met, she told me she has to get to know a guy. So there's no way my girl was at the club last night and fucked this guy in the bathroom. That's impossible, because when me and my girl met, she told me she's not like that. And it took us at least 3 dates to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm giving out dudes nightmares while they awake. I'm telling you, these guys got to understand this. I'm telling you, these guys got to understand this. Like, your girl, and again, and this is the thing. Like I said, guys, there's no way to stop a woman from cheating. Don't bother to even. Don't even go down that path. But understand that the weaker your game is, the easier it is for a woman to cheat. The tighter your game is, the harder it is for her to cheat. That's how it works. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. The weaker your game is, you know what I'm saying? Or in other words, if you have no game, it's so easy for your girl to cheat. That's why it was easy for me to sleep with the women who were these women who had husbands and boyfriends and all this other shit. It was so easy. It was too easy. You understand what I'm saying? It was too easy. So you got to understand that shit happened. Listen, it's so funny that there were times where, I'll tell you a story. This shit was the funniest shit ever. So I met this chick and we went out and got drinks and shit or whatever. And we got drinks. The vibe was cool. Everything was cool. Next time I saw her, we hooked up, right? So after we hooked up, like, I had hit her up and she left me on red. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess we done, right? So out of the blue, what happened was, because I remember we followed each other on, I think it was Instagram or Facebook, one of them joints, whatever. I can't remember. Anyway, so out of the blue, I saw a post of her joint pop up. And this was maybe like 3 weeks after I smashed, right? So she had a post and it was a picture of her with this dude talking about happy 3-year anniversary. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what happened was, I thought she was single. No, she had a man. And she cheated on her man with me, which is why she didn't return my text when we smashed. So the thing is that women will cheat. And the dude that she's cheating with don't even know she got a man. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's one thing where there were women I knew had a man. Like, they told me, I saw it and all that other good shit. This chick, I didn't even know she had a man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, this is wild. But that's what happens out here. So I'm telling you, what happens is that, and see, this is why the red pill hates, women with high body counts and all that other shit. They're like, oh my God, these women have such high body counts. They're out here fucking. I just don't want the girl that I'm with to have had all this sex because I'm scared that she's going to fuck another guy while we're together. I need my woman to be a damn near a virgin. This is how these niggas talk, because, they're scared that their girl is going to fuck another dude. And they're right. Listen, let me tell you something. If I didn't have game, I'd be scared too. You understand what I'm saying? If I didn't have game, I'd be scared just like the rest of y'all niggas. I'd be like, yo, man, these chicks are 304s. And if he has a high body count, then she can't pair bond. I'll be the same as these niggas. I be talking that same shit. Well, statistically speaking, they said if a woman has sex, she retains the DNA of every guy she's ever had sex with. Matter of fact, there's a new study that says she's going to retain the DNA of every guy she's, shook his hand and had a conversation with. So this is why I don't want my girl going on girls trips, because if she has a conversation with a guy, then she's not going to be able to pair bond with me. I would be just like y'all niggas. I'd be like, I would be scared. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, having no game is scary. You understand? This is why listen, if you watch any of these red pill videos, these black pill videos, you understand what I'm saying? All these look smacks and niggas, all them niggas is scared. They scared of niggas with game. Why you think that you don't hardly see myself, K Zaggin, Miles, 1950, Steve, you understand? King Drake. How come you ever notice you don't hardly see us on any of these other niggas' podcasts? You know why? Because they fucking scared. They don't want us coming on there talking this shit. You understand what I'm saying? They're scared. Listen, they do not want us coming on here talking this game. Because it's gonna expose the fact that they have no game. That's why. Trust me, listen, they know who we are. They watch our shit and they take our shit. All your big favorite YouTubers, all these podcast niggas, they know who we are. Just like shout out to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate been watching me since way back. That's why he was talking all that shit on that video. He was dissing me. Andrew Tate know who I am. All of these YouTubers, Kevin Samuels was watching our shit. All of these motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. K-Zag, no, you know what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, you understand? This is why, even when you see me on Game Global and shit, you understand? Like, nobody else wants that smoke. It's just that simple. But see, take this to the extent of you dealing with a woman and you have no game. See, when you have no game, you are always going to be vulnerable. You understand? Because when you have no game, your girl's going to use you. And the guy who she chooses to cheat on you with, a lot of times he's using you too, because he's taking the money you're giving your girl and he's buying sneakers and weed. And he's fucking your girl while he's wearing the sneakers she bought him with your money. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine a nigga fucking your girl and he has his foot on her head with the sneakers she bought him with your money? Could you imagine? Like, the nigga, he got his hand on her neck and her face is in a pillow. And then he fucking takes his foot. His foot still got the sneakers on. He still got the sneakers she bought him. He takes his foot and put it on her back. And he's fucking the shit out of her with the sneakers on. She bought him with your money. That's wild. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying, guys, if you don't have game, listen, you know how the black pill say it's over if you don't look a certain way? No, it's not. No, it's over if you don't have game. Exactly. Imagine your girl is making you pay her back for paying more towards the bills that she normally does, but she spends the money. Exactly. I remember a video like that where the girl was like, she wanted her man to pay her back because he was on hard times. She was paying the bills. And then, she was like, I need him to pay me back. That's wild. I'm telling you. You guys got to understand, I'm telling you, man, if you don't have game, a guy who has more game will be fucking your girl. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is how it works. This is how it works. Like, let me tell you guys something. There was times where, because I would go to a lot of, events, clubs, bars. And see, even though I was on some savage shit as I've gotten older, I've I was being a little bit more nice, and it didn't really help me. It didn't really serve me, and I felt like I was wasting time because these niggas didn't have games, so it was kind of like it was a waste for everybody. So what I mean by that is this: I'll go to these events and I see a dude talking to a chick, and she looks bored out of her mind. So I would go into the conversation and start talking to both of them. And she looked pleasantly surprised and happy that I'm in the conversation. But I knew the guy was interested in the girl, so I would back up and let him have it. And then the nigga still didn't know what to do with the fucking situation. So I'm trying to be nice and let this nigga have it, and he still can't do shit. So after that, I was like, man, fuck this, man. Like, these niggas ain't got no game. So why would I even, like, I'm trying to help the nigga by exiting the situation, and the nigga still can't fucking do what he got to do. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. You understand? Like, and this is what I'm saying. Guys who have game, even when they have pity on y'all niggas, there's a point where they say, fuck it, because this nigga don't know what he doing, so I got to come through and just take the woman. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that most dudes who got game ain't gonna be nice like that. Because remember, I was on some savage shit, then I started to be nice, and then I kind of went back into the savage shit. Because I was like, these niggas, they not doing it, man. Like, it's like this. If a nigga was on a basketball court, playing basketball with a few motherfuckers, and a nigga on his team, he keep throwing him the alley-oop and he keep missing the fucking ball. He's like, fuck this nigga, I ain't throwing him the ball no more. I don't even want to be on the same team as this nigga. Fuck this nigga. He making us lose out here. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that you have a lot of guys like that out there who don't have game, trying to talk to these women or whatever. The women end up settling for these niggas because these niggas either wear them down or the chick just gives up and say, fuck it, I'll be with this guy. And then she meets a motherfucker with game. And the dude with game makes the girl feel shit she hasn't felt in a while or ever. Bro, she's going to cheat. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I don't care how many red pill videos y'all niggas watch. The girl is going to cheat if you don't have game. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you have game, she'll still cheat on you. But guess what? You ain't gonna give a fuck because you have game. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you don't have game, it's more likely she's going to cheat. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You see, and this is... Listen, the guy, again, you guys can test these things out. This is how you can test if your girl thinks you're attractive or not. Right? This is the easy way to test your girl to see if she thinks you're attractive or not, or to see if she settled for you. Take your girl to a party, a cookout, a gathering of some sort. And what you do is that you get somebody that she is, comfortable with, familiar with, or whatever, or just somebody she likes to talk to. Maybe there's a friend there, a friend in the friend group that she knows or whatever. So let's say one of her best friends invites you to a party. Yeah, go to this party. Go to her best friend, your girlfriend's best friend, and say, hey, listen, I need you to do me a favor. Have a conversation with my girl and ask her, does she think that I would cheat on her? Right? So tell your girl's friend to ask your girl, does she think that you would cheat on her? Now, this will let you know if your girl thinks you're attractive or not. If your girl does not hesitate and she says, he would never do that, that means that your girl don't think you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your girl's friend asks your girl and says, hey, do you think your man would cheat on you when she does one of these? Huh. Well, I mean, me and Tom have a really good relationship. I don't know, like, would he ever cheat? Like, if she does that, that means she thinks you're attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So if your girl easily just dismisses it and laughs, like, so she says, do you think Tom would ever cheat on you? She's like, Tom, please. That means she don't think you're attractive. I'm sorry. It's a wrap for you, fam. I'm sorry. She thinks you're a loser. Your girl got to pause and think and really, really contemplate. He said, are you trying to ruin the barbecues? I'm telling you, if she's not contemplating, you said I'm ruining the barbecues?
The girl's going to be crying, upset that you guys already
He said, I'm telling you, that'll test your girl to see if, like, she has to have some doubt in her mind that you're faithful. If she doesn't have doubt, if she has no doubt in her mind, she thinks you're unattractive. He said, if you had to really work to get the pussy, she probably doesn't think you are the cheating side. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what I'll be telling y'all guys, man. Like, listen, if you had to wait 3 dates to smash your chick, if you have a girlfriend right now and she made you wait 3-4 dates, nigga, she thinks you're unattractive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I wish it wasn't so, but that's what it is. Now, let's move on to the last major reason why your girl will cheat on you. And guys, you can call up. Call the number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So if you guys want to call up now. Now is the time. We're going to be on here another maybe 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So we, get that cracking. So if you want to call up and get that, or if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We're going to get to your questions at the end. You feel me? So now let's move on to the last major reason your girl will cheat on you. Now, the last major reason your girl's going to cheat on you is that you and your girl are not sexually compatible. I'm sorry. Your girl's going to cheat on you immediately if you guys are not sexually compatible. So what does it mean to be sexually compatible? That means that you guys both have to not only enjoy the sex, but enjoy how the sex happens. Right? You have to have that feeling between you and the girl. Have to have that feeling where the entire thing feels good. The pace that you guys are doing it are at the same, level. The type of sex you guys are having, I both like it. But sometimes what will happen is that, you will be in a situation where your girl will cheat on you because you guys are sexually incompatible. So sometimes, for example, your girl might have a higher sex drive than you, right? So meaning she wants to fuck more than you want to fuck. And so if your girl wants to fuck more than you want to fuck, guess what? She's probably going to cheat on you. You understand what I'm saying? Also, even if your girl, let's say you want to fuck more than your girl want to fuck, right? So now you're begging her to fuck because you want to fuck more. And she's like, oh, I don't really want to fuck like that. Guess what? She's still going to cheat on you. So you're like, Locario, I don't get but I mean, why would she cheat on me if she has a lower sex drive? Because the fact that you want to fuck more and you're begging for the pussy turns her off. She meets another guy who says, hey, how does it feel to have the perfect boyfriend? And she's like, well, my boyfriend, he always just seems like he just wants to have sex all the time. I'm like, really? You see what I'm saying? So that's why she's going to cheat on you. You see what I mean? So, and that happens because you're not sexually compatible. You see what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys, they don't understand this. Kizak said, I'm glad you said that. A lot of guys think a woman's desire to always want to have sex is about them. Nah, bro, she like it that all the time. Exactly. I'm telling you, some of y'all gonna meet some chicks like this, where her sex drive is way higher than yours. You understand what I'm saying? Way higher. She's gonna want it more than you want it, and she's gonna cheat. Right? Or there's a certain type of sex that she wants that you can't provide her. And see, a lot of this happens where you are sexually incompatible with your girl. Why? Because a lot of you guys wife up these chicks quick. So you didn't even vet her to see if y'all was sexually compatible. You understand? Do you see why I always got to bring this shit up? What I'm saying? Because you have to vet for sexual compatibility. You see what I'm saying? See, you might be the type of guy that just likes, to get on top of the chick, fuck, tell her to turn around, do it from behind real quick, have her, right on top of you, and then, you bust your nut and that's it. But this chick, she wants some other shit. You understand? She wants you to fucking choke her, slam her against the wall, pull her hair, spit in her mouth. She wants you to call her a dirty whore and all that shit. She wants you to step on her head. And the matter of fact, that's why she gonna go to the other guy and he gonna step on her head with the sneakers she bought him. You understand? So you got chicks who want that other shit and you ain't really with all that. And y'all ain't sexually compatible. I'm sorry. So of course she gonna cheat on you with a nigga who's gonna fucking put his fingers down her throat and spit in her mouth and slap her and call her stupid. You understand what I'm saying? Of course she gonna cheat on you with that nigga. It only makes sense. Right? She wants you to call her a whore. And you're like, but baby, I would never. I respect women. Why would you want me to call you that? You know what I'm saying? She's like, call me a fucking bitch. Please call me a bitch. He's like, then you sitting there, you're like, she's like, choke me, call me a fucking, you're like, you fucking dirty whore. She's looking at you like, nigga, her shit dry up. She's like,
get out of here, you damn nigga.
That's what she's gonna say to you. You understand? Because y'all just not sexually compatible. It's okay. You listen, I understand. You feel uncomfortable choking a chick, spitting in her mouth, and calling her a whore. I get it. You understand? You weren't raised that way. What would your mom think? You understand? So you guys are not sexually compatible, and she's gonna cheat on you. You understand? She's gonna cheat on you with a guy who's gonna do all of that. You understand? I'm telling you. So you got to understand that if you guys are not sexually compatible, she's going to cheat. And it's going to be sooner than later. So this is why you have to vet to make sure that you and the chick are sexually compatible. You understand? But let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. So this one says, way back you said that if you do not conquer a certain fear, God will keep presenting you the same scenario that is causing you the fear over and over again until you conquer it. Can you explain that? So basically what it is that everything that is happening in life is going to continue happening. But if you have to be the one to change, so the circumstances are not really going to change, right? So let me give you a simple example. Women are going to always reject you. So now what happens is, let's say you get butthurt and you get in your feelings and you feel bad about yourself when women reject you, right? Now what happens is that if you learn game and your game is on point, what's going to happen is you're going to love yourself so much that you're not going to give a shit that a woman rejects you, right? So now the way that you respond and react and feel about rejection changed. So you changed, but rejection is going to continue to happen. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that the scenarios are going to keep happening. The scenarios are not going to stop happening. You just change based on how you view and perceive the scenario. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens when you step up your game. You see what I mean? So you got to understand that. It says, when a woman says a guy gives her butterflies when she's around him, is that just another way of her saying she's sexually attracted to him? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That just says she's highly attracted to him. She's highly sexually attracted to him. You see what I'm saying? So you want to, if you're dealing with women and they don't get them butterflies in their stomach when they fucking with you, then that's not the chick you should be fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? At all. At all. You see what I'm saying? It says if a woman is staying in contact with her exes, keeping pictures of her exes or entertaining conversations with men when she states she's monogamous, is she likely to cheat or is she validation seeking? So this is the thing. What happens is that based on you, like the type of guy you are. So let's say if you are a monogamous guy, you want a monogamous situation, right, with a woman, right? And this is why, again, I tell you guys, you need to vet women, right? What happens is that a lot of you guys feel some type of way because you're worried about what a woman is going to do. You understand? Because this is the thing. If a chick is staying in contact with her ex, right, keeping pictures of her ex, entertaining conversations and all that other stuff, that shit is actually not a problem if it's not interfering with what you and her have going on. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of you guys think just based on y'all think that a woman is supposed to only talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? As a man. You understand? Now, what you guys got to understand is before a woman met you, right, she probably had an ex-boyfriend, a guy she was with before you. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes when people break up, they don't hate each other and they're still cool. Right now, if you vet your chick correctly and you have boundaries and guidelines in your relationship that have nothing to do with your fear of her cheating on you, even though she can, but you can't have the fear of her cheating on you, right? Then what happens is that she knows what she needs to do to stay in the relationship. So you don't actually have to worry about that. See, guys, you got to understand this, is that you don't need to worry about a chick cheating because the chick will cheat if she wants to. So no amount of worrying or trying to stop her is going to stop her if she wants to. Right? Now, her talking to her exes and all that other stuff, that doesn't actually make it more likely that she's going to cheat. It's actually going to be more likely she's going to cheat if you act like a bitch about it. You understand? Remember earlier I said about arguing with your girl, getting emotional. That's usually what happens when this type of shit goes down. Right? And this is the key. Right? See, let me tell you a secret about guys with game that most of you guys don't know because most of y'all watch the red pill bullshit and all that other nonsense. See, one of the cool things about the vetting process and what guys with game know is that guys with game understand that they are already on point. You understand? So now check this out. Check this out. They already know they're already on point. But the woman experiences how on point the guy with game is when she can also experience how lame the other niggas are. Don't let this go past your head. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that a lot of y'all are trying to keep women away from, oh, she has a friend here, or there's this guy at her job and I don't want her going on. Y'all are trying so hard to keep the woman away. No, you should push the woman toward. Like, oh yeah, do that. And then what's going to happen is that she's going to come running back to you, realizing, God damn it. God, listen, even if I was thinking about cheating on this nigga, oh, it's going to be difficult because I see what the fuck I see out here is horrific. But you know how she sees out there is horrific? Because you're not the type of guy who is bitching, moaning, worrying about this. So it gives her the opportunity to do this right here. And then when she does that, she realizes, oh shit, my man is so fucking on point. You understand what I'm saying? See, y'all really got to understand this. You got to understand, this is what I was saying earlier about when I would be at the events, the bars, clubs, whatever, and I would see the guy talking to the girl. I get into the conversation. I see the girl is bored, but then I fall back and let the nigga have it. But even when I let the nigga have it, the girl's still coming to try to find me. Why? Why? You understand what I'm saying? It's because when I'm removed from the situation and she's interacting with the other guy, all she's thinking about is how much better she feels around me. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, listen, I used to do this shit all the listen, I would be at these, for example, I'll be at these bars, clubs, whatever. I'm fucking talking to, I see the girl talking to the dude. I get in a conversation. I'm talking to both of them. And sometimes I would say stupid shit like this. So I'm talking to both of them. And I obviously see that the chick is like, the guy's kind of goofy. He don't know what the fuck he doing. But I would just be playing around. I say, hey, listen, man, y'all two are so cute together. Y'all would make a adorable couple. Listen, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get a drink. I'll check y'all later. You understand? So I would remove myself from the conversation. Right? And what would happen at least 7 or 8 times out of 10, out of the blue, the girl just finds me. Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm good. What happened to your boyfriend? And she'll laugh like, what do you mean? I'm like, the guy you was talking to, you guys were like hitting it off. No, he was just kind of, he seemed very friendly, but he's not really my type. Oh, really? You see what I'm saying? Like I already removed myself. So what happened is that she's realizing, yeah, I got to go find that other nigga, which is me. You understand what I'm saying? But see, y'all dudes don't get this shit. You understand? And again, what happens is that when you have game, right? You're not thinking about none of this shit. You're not thinking about none of this shit. Because what happens is that you're not worried about none of this shit. And you're not worried about none of this shit because before you even was talking to the woman, right? You was that nigga. So if she leaves you, guess what? You still that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. And see, this is what you guys got to understand, right? Is that the problem is that you guys listen to too much red pill, too much black pill, too much of all of these things that's teaching you how to be scared when it comes to dealing with women and worrying about what they're going to be doing. Right? See, the reason why I even talked about this show about cheating is because I want you guys to know that there is literally no way for you to stop the woman from cheating. You understand? None. I don't care if you find the virgin. I don't care if you tell your girl she can't have Instagram and talk to no other guys. I don't care if you tell her she can't have any guy friends. None of that matters. None of that matters. Especially when you got niggas with game walking around. None of that matters. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the fun. And you know what's so funny about this? Let me show you something. So I'm glad you asked this question, Jasper. Understand this. You said if a woman stays in contact with her exes, keep pictures of her exes, or entertaining conversations with men, or when she states she's monogamous, is she likely to cheat or validation seeking? Right? Do you realize that the guys who usually are really staying in contact with their exes, like heavily, like actually really having conversations with these women on consistent basis and shit, those guys don't have no fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine, this is what happens. It's guys with no game worrying about other guys with no game. You understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm talking about? It's guys with no game worrying about other guys with no game. Let me see what we got. We got 224. 224 was popping. Who this?
Yeah, Mr. Locario. It's Manuel Jacksonville 24. I donated to Cash App for my.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you, man?
So I actually asked this question in the chat, but actually I really wanted more elaborations on it. I decided to donate and call in because you had mentioned it before, but I've never really understood it. Like, can you explain more about how, like, women, like, when you're making out with them and stuff like that, how for them that doesn't actually mean that they're trying to go towards having sex?
Yeah, because making out could just be them doing that for attention. Because remember, women have to up the energy for attention. So, for example, if you talk to a woman, right, and she's talking, she's responding back to you, right? She's getting attention by you having a conversation with her. Right now, let's say you start flirting with her. Sometimes, guess what she'll do? She'll flirt back. Why? Because she wants more attention. So she says, I have to flirt with him to get more attention of him flirting back, and we go back and forth. Then guess what happens? You try to push up on the chick. Then the chick is like, oh, well, if I want more attention, he wants to kiss me. He's trying to kiss me, so let me kiss him so I can get more attention. So now what will happen is that a lot of times women will do it up until the point of sex. That's why a woman will come to a guy's house and be like, I don't know if I ain't going to do this, blah, blah, because she still liked the attention, but she stopped it to the point where sex could happen. You see what I'm saying? And so, but this is the crazy part, though. A lot of guys will still deal with that woman, even though that woman isn't really sexually attracted to them like that, because they're like, oh, I got over my house. Well, maybe next time if I approach her or if I tell her to come over, we'll have sex. But no, she's just trying to take the attention to the limit it can go to before sex can happen. Now, check this out. There are some times where women will end up having sex with you just for the attention. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's gotten to that point where she's like, all right, fuck it, I'll give him some pussy real quick. You understand what I'm saying? But usually that's more of a rare situation. Usually women will take it to the point before sex can happen. That's why they'll kiss you and do all that other shit and not do anything further.
Okay, I see it. So then really, like, up until you're like actually in the bedroom trying to rip off her clothes, there's no real way to tell if she's actually interested or not.
Well, no. But you got to be in a bedroom with her trying to rip off your clothes. That's how you know. You understand what I'm saying? But also it has to be her showing sexual interest in you based on your direction. You see what I'm saying? So it don't really. So this is the thing. This is what you guys got to understand. And I might have to just do a whole show on this, just one thing specifically. Nothing a woman does matters unless she's doing it based on you telling her. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yes. So if you tell a girl to kiss you and then she kisses you, I mean, wouldn't that be considered is kissing not considered sexual interest at that point then?
No, because the thing is this. Yeah, you can tell her to kiss you and then she kisses you, but then you say, okay, let's go fuck, and she says no. Then the kiss didn't mean nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you have to tell her, but it has to be consistent cooperation. That's what we keep saying with consistent cooperation. So it's not just her. So you telling her to kiss you is cooperation. Then you say, come to my house and fuck. Then she says, no, I don't want to. That means she's not consistently cooperating, which means that's not high interest. You understand? Like I said earlier, everything needs to be yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Because I had a chick yesterday, 4th of July, that did that to me. So
what happened? What happened yesterday? What you was kissing a chicken?
Yeah.
And she's...
Yeah, sorry about that. I just was washing my hands. But yeah, no, I was I was on the 4th of July. We were, sitting, the fireworks are on, and I just pulled her in for a kiss and started making out. I was like, hey, listen, this is nice, but, we could go back. I had a hotel on the beach, so there was a whole bunch of fireworks. So I was like, yeah, we could go back, and I can bend you over the balcony and fuck you while the fireworks are on. And she was like, oh, well, I don't really know about that. Like, I just, I'm really not ready for that at this point. Mind you, like, I'd already been talking for like 25 minutes or so at this point.
Right.
So then she was like that. And then I know you said like, oh, okay, that's not interest. So I just kind of walked away. I was like, well, have a great night. But it was just like weird. It was like, okay, like she's tonguing me down. Like I'm talking like her tongue was down my throat. It was a nice kiss.
Bro, you should have passed her shit test, bro, and spoke to her for like 4 more hours, man. You'd have probably got it.
Nah. Yeah, I just walked away. I was like, all right, well, have a good one.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't highly interested in fucking, bro. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, it's like this. Think about it this way. Have you ever had sex with a woman who you thought was aight looking, like she wasn't the baddest chick ever, but she thought she was aight looking, right? Now, would you wife her up?
No.
Right, exactly. So what I'm saying is, it's like the most you're like, I get my dick sucked, but I ain't gonna really like wife you up and take you out on dates and be consistent with you, because you're like, I'm attracted to you enough to where like I'll let you suck my dick. She's saying I'm attracted to you enough where we can kiss, but I ain't fucking you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. So
right, that's basically that's all that means.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate situation. I just rolled the wrong dice on the 4th of July, I guess.
No, but it's the thing. It's all good, because this is the thing. It's good that you didn't waste your time. You understand what I'm saying? That's the key. At least you knew to like, okay, yeah, she ain't really about it. Let me, because you could have moved on, talked to a whole nother girl, and a whole nother girl would have been about it like this. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing where you just got to see how quickly, that, or I should say, you should see how consistent the woman is about making something happen.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, thank you for clearing that up.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call, fam.
No problem.
All right. So yeah, I'm telling you, man, chicks, they'll do all that shit. They'll be kissing you. They be all looking in your face, and this why I tell you guys, like, when you guys be watching these videos on YouTube, salivating over these niggas, like, yo, bro, this guy, he just walked outside and a girl approached him. Oh my God, I wish that'll happen to me. See, you don't need any game. You just have to be tall, and then chicks will approach you, and y'all be salivating over that shit. I'm like, nigga, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I'll be trying. Listen, guys, y'all gotta understand this game. That shit means nothing. Nada. You understand? Listen, I remember, you know when I knew that was bullshit? I was like, I had to be in my early 20s, probably 22, maybe 23, right? And I remember, and this shit used to piss me the fuck off, right? I used to go to this it was like a youth center thing or whatever, and they would have like events and programs or whatever. So I would go to the spot, and there was this chick there that I was feeling, and I would see her, right? And she would come up to me, and we'd be talking, and she'd be flirting and all this other shit, right? But it was like she was showing all this like interest, right? Just on her own. You understand? And then whenever I would tell her, hey, let's do this, let's do that, she'd be like, no, actually I'm busy. I don't know, maybe next time, blah, 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 blah. And then every time I see her, she'd be like, hey, Hashim, that's my real name, Hashim. She'd be like, hey, Hashim, how are you? How's it going? Blah, 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 and all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I remember one day I asked her, I said, yo, And we just having like a regular real conversation. I said, so what type of dudes you like, man? Like, what's going on? She was like, well, you know, I'm really into dark skinned guys with dreadlocks, you know. And I got so pissed. I was like, you're describing me. What are you talking about? Like, I was like, like I was tight. I was literally getting in my feelings and arguing with this chick. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was like on a podcast before there was podcasts. I was like, you see, this is why you 304s, you know, you always talk that shit, and this is why you modern women. I was on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're just describing me. What are you talking about? Like, so why can't we go out? You see, I was on that shit. But I'm telling you, she was just using me for attention. 612, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, this is Tim. I donated to your Venmo, Locario, $10.
Oh yeah, I got you. Appreciate you, Tim. What's going on?
Yeah, so actually it's really funny that that caller that just now had that situation. I just got off a date actually myself, and like we were tonguing each other down. Like it like felt like it was so on, right? You know, kind of you have that feeling, right? But then like towards the date when I'm like, all right, cool. Like we both had shit going on afterwards, so I'm off to that shit right now. But I was like, all right, cool. Like you know, next time you're gonna come over to my place and we'll get it going. We're gonna fuck and have a good time. Maybe sip a little wine, whatever. And she was like, well, I'm not that easy. And like, oh my gosh, like you're not going to take me out again and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, this is not going to go anywhere most likely. But like, it was like, you know, in the moment, like 2 minutes before we were just like heavy flirting, heavy, like making out. And it felt like it was just going to go down immediately. And then I, you know, basically told her, hey, just get back to me tomorrow night at the latest. Let me know if you were down for whatever Monday, come over to my place. But, in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, this is a wrap. It's done. But I've had that situation happen like multiple times over like the last like couple months. And it's just been a realization that like these chicks can show everything, but they're actually not about shit. And,
no, but you got to understand this.
To say that.
Right. And this is why, you got to understand this is why it happens. It's because women can't fuck everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, so what happened, but what they can do is they can take the attention that comes with the attention that comes before fucking. You understand what I'm saying? So, because this thing is that 98% of dudes that they encounter want to fuck. It just depends on the degree to which the guy is assertive enough to let it be known. Like, see, in your situation, you was kissing her, doing all this other stuff, so it was getting to that point. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of women have situations where the guys will be indirect, doing all this other stuff, but they know the guy wants to smash. You see what I'm saying? But they don't want to smash the guys, so they take the attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny? You were just saying like, oh, that chick, she was like describing like literally you, like, oh, that's my type of guy, all that shit. This chick literally verbatim said to me, oh, like this guy almost like cheated on with my boyfriend, looked exactly like you. And like when I saw you on the date, and I was like, oh shit, so this is going to go down. But then like at the end of the date, resistance, bullshit. So I was like, so that resonated so hard when you just talked about that. And that's all I got.
Right. And this is why I say to you guys, remember, you have to only pay attention to what the woman does once you tell her what to do. Because she has to respond to that. So when you say, hey, let's go back to my place, if she says, yes, let's go back to your place, I'm down, that shows you that woman is highly interested in you. Anything she does before you say anything means nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's like, and it just, and the thing is like, I didn't really realize that until like just going out there, and you have to like experience it over and over and over again to really reinforce it. But yeah, so anyways, appreciate you taking my call, and yeah, have a great night.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So guys, we're about to wrap it up in a minute. Let me see what some more of these questions are saying real quick. Says, would you say the majority of guys who marry their first serious girlfriend, high school or college sweetheart, are generally betas? I would say most of them are. I'm not gonna say all of them. Most guys who usually marry their college sweetheart and all that other stuff, or you have a guy he's been with one woman his whole life, usually are beta males. And the reason why I say that is because what happens is that usually those are the type of guys who, because they were so young dealing with the women, they haven't had enough experience and knowledge to be a man who leads. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So it's rare that you have a younger dude who, let's say he met his girl when they were like, 17, 18, and they've been married, for 10, 15 years, right? He's usually beta. He's usually a happy wife, happy life type of nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You said what? Oh, the guy from last night. Exactly. We was at this 4th of July party, and it was a guy that we talked to just like that. You understand what I'm saying? Just like that. Exactly. These honey-do list type of guys. Exactly. Oh, man. He says, is it true that, what you said about women and hats? I had it to charge myself because I was on a date and my date took off my hat and put it back on backwards. I did not check her. What? Bro, you don't got to check, nigga. I just said that you would be at a club and sometimes the chick will try to take your hat off and put it on, but that's sort of their style of either flirting or getting attention. But you don't really need to check a chick because she took your hat. You understand? A lot of times that's just them either harmlessly trying to flirt or basically using that as a way to get attention from you. You feel what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, able to say your hat was probably cock blocking when he was trying to kiss her or talk to her or something." It's funny. I feel like a lot of white girls do that. They be taking niggas' hats off and shit. This shit is hilarious. This says, is it impossible for a woman to feel like she earned the relationship if you had her do things for you in a span of a month or two? A month or two is not enough time. Month or two is not enough time. See, the vetting process is basically the woman actually dealing with you on faith and desire. You understand what I'm saying? Because truthfully, what happens is when you vet a woman, she doesn't know that you're going to, or she doesn't know what's going to happen later. So you could be dealing with a woman for, 7 months, right? But because she desires you so much, she's not complaining, nagging you. Where is this going? She's not doing that. See, a lot of times what happens is when women say, where is this going and what does this mean? And they're trying to force you into a relationship. It's because they desire the relationship title more than you. They want the title instead of wanting you. You understand what I'm saying? When a woman wants you more than the title, she doesn't really give a fuck about the title that much. Like, yeah, she would love to be a girl, but she's like, listen, I will take what I'm getting because I love every minute of what I'm having in this guy. That's the type of high interest you want, where the fucking world stops for that woman when she's in front of you. She ain't got time to think where is this going because she's so focused on right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why does a woman care about where shit is going if she should be focused on now and enjoying the now? You know why she's not enjoying the now? Because she's not highly interested in you. If she was highly interested in you, she'd be focused on the now. Exactly. She's like, some of him is better than none of him. That's a fact. That's a fact. See, I keep trying to tell you guys, you want a woman to see you and treat you like how they would treat their favorite rapper, R&B singer type nigga. Like, you know how many women would kill to have a 30-second conversation with Chris Brown? 30 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? 30 seconds. And Chris Brown will tell a chick, hey, listen, I'm going to be back in your town in 2 months. We can have another 30-second conversation if you come to my concert. If you backstage, I'll say what up to you. Right? And that chick will go to 7, 8, 9, 20 Chris Brown concerts, have 30-second conversations with him, and you know what she would never say? Well, Chris Brown, where's this going? Can I have more time? No, she's excited that she's even getting 30 seconds. That's what I'm selling. That's what I'm talking about. You want women on that type of time with you, where they're excited to get any type of time to get in with you. What was we at? It says, why do you expect men to vet a woman for so long? I made my ex-girlfriend just after 30 minutes of meeting her. Most women will. This nigga Steve the Lion. Steve the Lion, stop. What is this?
Why the fuck you lying?
Stop, my nigga. Stop. What are you talking about, man? Not you, Steve the Lion. Not you. Come on, fam. This nigga Steve the Lion trolling. Says, since women don't like guys that are attracted. Wait, what? Since women don't like guys that are attracted to them, should I still show interest when approaching, or should I just, what are you talking? Who, Flame Hero, who told you women are not attracted? Women don't like guys who are attracted. What does that even mean? What are we talking about? Y'all are wild out here. Y'all need to Flame Hero, you need some coaching, fam. Who's telling you? So are you saying we should not care if our wives or girlfriends go out on girls' trips? Yeah, you shouldn't care. Why would you give them? Listen, let me tell you guys something. You should want your girl to go on a girl's trip. What are you talking? You should want your girl to do things outside of you. Why the fuck you want to be under your girl all day? What are you talking about? What type of man does this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of man is like, honey, I don't want you to not be by my side for a second. I need you here all the time. What are we talking about? Y'all be wild out here. 904. What's popping? Who this?
Hello. Hey, hold on, I got you playing in the background. I need to cut you off. Hello?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Who's this?
This is Teethan Orange.
What's up? Did you donate though?
Yeah, Miles Cunningham. All
right. So what's going on? This nigga just hang up? This thing is wild. Call back. I think your phone got cut off or something, or you just hung up by mistake. But yeah, guys, stop worrying about your girls going out on girls trips, man. Let your girl live and have fun. Goddamn it. So what's going on? 904 was popping.
Yeah, this Teethan Orange calling back. I would say it was Mal Long C was the right cash out.
It's Miles in the game.
Miles in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do the Miles in the game. Call right back whenever you send a donation. All right.
All right.
All right. Appreciate your fam. Exactly. He says, so your woman is not allowed to have friends. She can't enjoy herself with her homegirls and have female family members. You guys are the worst. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These dudes are wild. Listen, they want their girl to, like basically stay at home. They're gonna chain her to the fucking radiator. They're gonna only take her off the handcuffs once she can go to the kitchen. She cooks them dinner, and then she has to go back into the basement. And then he unchains her again once he wants to have sex. He fucks her, and then he takes her back to the basement. You understand? Like, this is what these niggas want. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, let that chick live, man. Damn. All right, where was we at with these questions? We about to wrap this up. All right, so he's calling back again. All right, 904 was popping.
Oh, okay, this is Teethan Orange. I donated the Miles in the game. I just donated $5.
All right.
I just have.
So what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I just had one simple one question, and that was like, say I know you guys who got more game that we trying to learn from. Y'all got more things going on with women, but how could us guys we trying to learn and really not really having results? How could we not cope? How could we cope? Because sometimes it just.
You said, how can you cope?
Yeah, like how could I still be happy in the game if I ain't getting no action going on?
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, caller? What are you talking about, man?
Like, say if I ain't getting like nothing is popping, and it kind of get depressing sometimes because you've been trying to you talk to girls, been playing a numbers game, but
how many girls? Wait. How many girls you talked to this week?
Probably like just like 5. Yeah.
Come on, fam. So you're not even doing what you need to do. So what's the problem? You caller. See, if you would have said, man, Locario, I'm out here talking to 25 women a day, right? I'm getting haircuts. I smell good. My shoes is right. I'm up here getting coaching from all the guys on a Real Game No Theory show, right? I'm going out to clubs, bars. I'm talking to women in the streets. I'm doing all this. I'm going on dates. And you know what? After doing all that, I still ain't getting no pussy and women still don't want to fuck with me. Then I'd be like, all right, caller, you got a point. Let's see what's popping over. You just said you talked to 5 women in a week. You know how many days are in a week?
7.
Okay, so you've talked to less women than there are days in a week. So that means there are days in a week you wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
Right. So then
I got like 2 jobs. I've been trying though. Like sometimes I go out to look for girls, but I don't see nothing.
So who's your coach?
I ain't getting on the I ain't getting the coaching yet.
You see how your language exposes you? Nigga, you said you got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So if you got 2 jobs, you got the money to get the coaching, yes?
I mean, I was going to get the coaching. The reason I didn't get the coaching because I was been paying off a lot of debt lately. And once it was gone, I was gone.
Caller, see, that's what I'm saying. See, the problem is that you can't get something for nothing. Just like you go to work and work your 2 jobs, right? You put in those hours and guess what you get? You get the check every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you want the check every 2 weeks, you got to go to work and work and work, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the issue?
How old is this guy?
Oh yeah, how old are you?
I'm just like,
Caller, how old are you?
I'm 27. I'm
27?
27 on August.
He's 27.
27.
Wait a second, you're a grown ass man.
If you're 27 years old, it's 10:15 on a Saturday night. Why are you calling into a show if you only talked to 5 girls this week?
That's a fact, though. That's a fact. Yeah, why you not out here talking to these women?
Yeah, I try to talk to girls every day. I called in, I think, not too long ago. And I say I talk to girls every day and stuff. And then I was on the call with Steve.
Wait, hold on. Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live?
Jacksonville. And then you remember he was like, if you want to learn doctors, what should you do? And then and then the answer was get game. But it's like I'm trying to almost feel like a lot of the girls, they're just not into me. Like I get haircuts. I do all this stuff. Only reason I've been paying off my debts because I didn't want to be like messed up at. I'm getting old, about to turn 27.
Caller.
My finance.
Caller. It's really simple. If you want to get money, you go to work or you build a business. If you want to get fit, you go to the gym and eat right. You understand? Yeah. If you want to stay healthy, you eat certain types of foods and all this other stuff. So it's the same thing when it comes to this game. When it comes to dealing with women, you have to put in shit. So caller, you gotta put in the work, fam.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not putting in the work, and you are not actually getting any coaching that can help you putting the right work. So that's really your answer right there. You need to get coaching, and you need to put in the work.
That's the only thing I can okay. I ain't get the coaching yet. Sometimes I be hard on myself. Like I just feel like giving up sometimes.
Come on, fam.
I tried to talk to girls. Like I went out today. I talked to one girl today. She was like, and I applied what y'all said. She said she don't speak English. And I was like, okay, it's this thing called Google Translation. And then I used Google Translation. And she told me like she was married though. So I just replied, were you available? Then, you know what I'm saying, holler at me on the Google Translation.
Caller, What you're not getting is that you're not putting in the work, and you are not serious about this shit, man. You're not serious. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess I do need to be. I take that.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
serious.
committing all the way to the gang. I need it.
Yeah, you're not serious. So all I'm saying is that, you know, what are you doing tonight?
I'm at work. I'm on break. That's the only reason.
What time you get off work?
I get off at 5 o'clock.
You get off 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
So what days you don't work?
I don't work one day, and that's Saturday.
Today's Saturday.
No,
Why
Sunday,
you working?
Sunday.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I wasn't gonna do nothing but go out and try to talk to girls. But I ain't really gonna go out to bars and clubs though.
Well, listen.
I went to a club one time.
Well, listen. Do you do online dating?
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
It's like I tried, just like I need to get more coaching so you can look at me, because it's like some people even told me like they can look at me and it just seem like a nice guy. I feel like people can look at me and see my mom.
Wait, so are you saying hold on? So are you saying that you have a hard time with online dating?
Yeah.
Really? This is guy I know. Named this guy I know named Miss Locario, and he has this sexy girl named April MC, and they teach online dating so you can get an online dating consultation. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was gonna get all that. I just ain't want to have. I just ain't see if it work. Like if my finances fucked up, because I'm getting old. I'm about to turn 27 next month, and then even if I do get the game, and then they just see me and like get like $10,000 in debt and stuff trying to get girls. I'm almost done. I only got like 400.
This is really as simple as this. If you want the results, you have to be a student of the game. That's it. Like there's no like, so what I'm saying is if it takes you 2-3 years to pay off your debt, then you're gonna have to wait 2-3 years. It just is what it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say, you know what, I'm off Sunday and I just feel like chilling at home and not doing nothing, then guess what? That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna chill at home and do nothing. You gotta actually put in the work, fam. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. I know I need more self-love because I'm trying to get there. Just sometimes I get impatient. That's why I called in, because they kind of almost feel like they're just not into me. Like they can look at another guy and be like, he handsome, and probably look at me like, and I ain't even trying to worry about no other guy.
So wait, caller. So you want chicks to walk up to you and say you handsome?
Nah, I try to talk to girls all the time when I can, but I don't always have no time. Because I was trying to tell you, like it's like they could look at me. It's like I could be someone they look at and probably tell there's nothing going on, or I'm a nice guy. Because that's how they been coming at me. And I just think that kind of affect me in the game. Because some people, they probably got a perception of me of I'm the guy who ain't got the game messing with y'all, and then it's just like I feel like there's something that's really getting my way.
Well, call this, man. I wish you luck, man. But remember, we're here for you. Help us help you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate the call, fam. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right. Peace. All right. So we about to wrap this up, man. Did we do all the questions yet? I think I got like. Oh yeah, we definitely got to shut off these phone lines because I know you're gonna call it the last minute. April, you trying to get this ice cream? Was that what's going on? Go to bed? No, we got to get ice cream. Fuck the bed shit. We got to go get some ice cream before we go to sleep. So we got to end this in a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Let me quit this. Okay, cool. So the phone lines are off. Let me answer these few questions and we about to head up out of here. Where's we at? Said normally if a woman is married or has a boyfriend and she is talking to you for a long time and flirting and she never ever brings him up at all, is that a sign? Well, the thing is, you're not gonna know if she never bring him up. So how would you know? Unless you bring it up, but But yeah, if she's not bringing it up, then yeah, she's trying to either just get attention from you, which is why she's not bringing it up. So that doesn't necessarily mean she wants to fuck you. She just may not bring it up because she wants attention. So you'll think she's single. So can you explain how for women kissing doesn't always equate to? Oh yeah, we already did that one. I text a woman, is she free tomorrow? She replied, hello, how are you? I replied, come find out, and she didn't respond. It's been a couple days. Should I still pursue? No. And also, and see, I'm glad you even wrote this, because notice you said you text a woman is if she's free tomorrow, and she replies, hello, how are you? A lot of times women on these dating apps, you'll ask them a question or say something specific, and they'll just reply with, hey, or they'll totally ignore the question you asked. You understand what I'm saying? That is her showing she does not have high interest. She's just, in most cases, using you for attention. I text a woman, would she be free Monday? She replied 3 days later saying she has a basketball game and I left her on red. Should I hit her up again within a few days? Is that the same question? Oh, so he just had two different fucking says, again, trying to control the uncontrollable. Does he think she can cheat? Oh, that's not even a question. I thought this was a question. My bad. All right, so we done, man. We done. You said, look at these back-to-back questions because I start begging. I know, I'm like, you guys need to call up if that's the case when you have all these back-to-back questions. But anyway, so guys, tomorrow we're going to be doing the Real Game No Theory show at 12 noon. Make sure you check us out. Myself, Kay Zagan, 1950, Steve Dedeen, and Miles Cunningham is going to be in the building. So make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, badboymembership.com, and cunninghamelements.com. So make sure you guys check out all of those things. And that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will holler at y'all later. And remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says.